Right. Okay, here we go. So we are on the World Sports Chiropractic Chat Show, and today I have an amazing guest joining me today. Her name is Gillian Johnston, and you are from South Africa. And amazing person and an amazing chiropractor, but most importantly for our discussion this evening, you're also the head or the chair of the Student Commission here at FICS. So welcome. Thank you. Lovely to have you on the show.
Thanks, Mika. Thanks for having me. I feel so honored. You're basically like a mini celebrity in our sports chiro world now. So thanks for having me.
I think I just jumped in when nobody else was wanting to do anything. So, it was like almost like necessity that dictated that one.
Well, good for you.
But also, it fills my time when we're in lockdown and that. So I got something to occupy my mind with,
Exactly. Keeps you out of trouble.
Oh, well, I wouldn't go that far, but almost. So how are you keeping? You okay?
Yeah, all doing well, thanks. Luckily, our restrictions are easing here in South Africa, so we are able to do a little bit more. We can buy alcohol now. It's very exciting, as you were discussing earlier.
Goodness.
So things are going well, and yeah, just got to keep on keeping on and keep seeing the positive and everything that's going on. And FICS really helps with that. As you said, it keeps me nice and busy, and it keeps me looking forward and working hard on projects, and it's just been really fun and exciting.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, there's all sorts of cool things happening with FICS at the moment, and we'll dive into those in a second. We'll cover some of your favorite topics, projects that you've been very instrumental in bringing forward as it goes, and just a quick sneak peek right now. I'm finally allowed to let the cat out of the bag. I've been hinting about this the last few shows, but FICS is hosting a symposium around the 7th to 9th of May, and it will be absolutely amazing. So, we'll shout on social media about that. So, and get your registrations in ASAP, because the early bird tickets are available soon. And then of course the price goes up later on. So catch yourself a bargain, and really get some cool lectures under your belt. Some CPD points as well are going to be on offer. So that'll be amazing. But after that little advertisement poof, so hey, listen, what's Student Commission been up to? You guys been really busy though, haven't you?
We've been really busy, which has been amazing, because I think some of the other commissions have been affected by everything going on in the world, but the student one has just carried on going on. It's been really, really cool. So I took over about just over a year ago as chair of the Student Commission, and we've just been launching lots of projects and just trying to figure out ways that we can get students involved in FICS and helping students who have a passion for sports chiropractic. So we had a lot of things going on. The one thing I want to chat about tonight is the FICS student clubs that we have been launching.
Beauty.
Yeah, so I'm glad you know about them, Mika. That's good. It means news is getting around.
Oh, the news is definitely getting around. Yeah, I've heard all about it.
Awesome. Yeah, so we launched.
Carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, so we launched that about in the last quarter of last year. And basically what they are it's student-led clubs within chiropractic university or colleges. And it's an opportunity for like-minded students who have a passion for sports chiropractic, and especially kind of in the international realm like that FICS is in. And it's for these students to be able to get together and really take advantage of all the benefits that comes with being a FICS student member. So it's been really cool. We've had a couple of schools sign up already, and we're really working hard and getting more schools signed up. It really is such a win-win situation. So so any students that are watching this, any faculty members that are watching this, if you're interested in what I have to say about it, please contact us, send us an email, and I'd be happy to set up a chat with you and get you guys set up, because they're really, really been awesome initiatives. There's so many benefits that the students can get from being a part of them.
And also, it's not difficult to sign up and get the thing started, is it?
No, not at all. We literally need a faculty member who would act as an advisor, and then we need one student who would act as the president, who would be the leadership of the club. And then you would just sign up the members, the students from your school, university who are interested, and you just get them signed up. You send us your membership list, and you get going. You put onto the data list and put onto the Facebook group, and then you're away. Yeah,
absolutely.
It's very cool.
So what kind of things students will get access to? Some of the lectures later on, the master classes, those kind of things are all going to be happening. Obviously, slightly reduced prices for various different things that are going on. So there's all sorts of things going on.
Yeah.
And
so like some of the benefits, like you just mentioned, like the students get discounts on all of the courses. So if you're a FICS student member, one of the really cool things is with the ICSC, they are getting a 20% discount. So any Chiro students in their final year, because now final year students are allowed to sign up for the ICSC, which is also really cool. So they get a 20% discount, and that's massive. So, I mean, you've got to take advantage of that as a final year student.
Oh man, I would have bitten your hand off back in my final year.
I know, I wish it was available for me. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous of them.
Oh man, really I paid full whack.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially
you
I
didn't ask for a discount back.
Yeah, and I didn't have 2 pennies to rub together when I first qualified, and I still somehow tried to make do. I think it was almost like just don't eat for a month and try and get this thing done.
I like your priorities.
Well, you can always eat later, right?
Exactly. You can last a couple of weeks or something.
Yeah, we'll just call it a long fast,
Exactly.
That's very fashionable these days as well.
Very in at the moment, exactly.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. No, so it's cool. And also, as you mentioned, the FICS Symposium that you can now talk about, the FICS student members are going to be getting a massive discount. FICS really wants the students to attend and take advantage of this incredible symposium. So the students must just look out for how they can also register and how they can take advantage of the discounts as well.
Absolutely. And that's of course, I love the fact that we have your good self running this show on the student front, because you're so energetic and enthusiastic about the whole thing. And I mean, that really does bode well for our profession, and the future, because of course, I mean, students, new enthusiastic people coming in, they're the lifeblood of sports chiropractic, and they're basically we're all going to be now taking over when it's time for oldies like me to retire, in a few years' time.
So not that old,
we need these guys and girls, we need them trained up, and we need them exposed and get to the games and treat athletes and learn from, I suppose, us oldies before we're too old, before we go senile.
Exactly, 100%. I think you still have a few years in you, so you're okay. Don't worry. But
I'm not signing off just yet. You'll have to put up with me for a little bit more.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear it.
I mean, that's obviously an important thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things. Another benefit of being a student member, when the world opens up again and events can happen, our student members have an opportunity to apply to observe at the games that FICS is working at. So they can go observe and assist. And that's, I mean, what an incredible opportunity as a student to get to go and like observe top class sports chiropractors treating elite athletes. Absolutely. I mean, it's where all the sports chiropractors want to be. So very cool opportunity for students if they get to be able to do that. So fingers crossed things get back to normal sometime soon so they can take advantage of that.
Absolutely. And all of that, another important little point there, but that looks amazing on your CV.
Yes, really good on your CV.
I mean, the thing is, when it comes to start thinking about the jobs after when you qualify and that, obviously, am I going to take a guy or girl who is sort of, done the barest minimum, doesn't really show much initiative, or am I going to take that hot shot who's been to the games, who's been, done this and that and other? I mean, there's no competition really, is there?
Oh, exactly. It's so true. It's such an advantage. I know I was super massively involved as a student, as you can imagine. And that just helped me so much when I was looking for associate positions when I left varsity. It just helped so much because you just stand out in the crowd when you have these things on your CV that other people don't. So. And you learn so much as well. Like these students, like if you're going to be one of the students who's going to lead your FICS student club and be president, you learn so much from doing this stuff. And yes, mistakes will be made and you're going to have fun along the way and you're going to get advice from all sorts of people. But you just learn so much about how to handle relationships, how to organize events. And that's so pertinent to learning how to manage a practice one day. So they're all such important lessons to learn. Yeah.
And that's definitely something they don't teach you in college. It's not a module in uni. So those are the kind of skills, they're gold dust, and you got to grab every opportunity to be exposed again, I think.
Oh yeah, massively.
And I mean, so running a student club, I mean, it's quite safe, really, in all honesty. You guys are going to give a massive amount of support anyways.
Exactly.
There to hold a hand and help wherever you are needed. And of course, the faculty member, like you said, should be an accessible person anyways.
Yeah.
So, there's that element of, somebody will be able to look after you.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, it'll be very simple to run, and all our schools that have got them running so far, they're all doing a great job. They just reach out to us on email if they need anything. We get back to them and assist in any way we can. And a big thing is we do want each club to be individual, because every school's individual, and they need to run it in the way that's going to fit their school. And yeah, we've just the schools that have been involved have been doing an incredible job. I mean, we've had Palmer West, they were one of the original clubs. And they've constantly got talks going on, and they're doing them obviously over Zoom and everything at the moment. We have one of the Durban schools in South Africa. They've recently just secured one of our legends, Dr. Brian Nook. He's going to be giving a webinar talk to them about FICS and how FICS fits in with the sporting world.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so it's all these amazing opportunities, so it's that you wouldn't otherwise have access to within your school environment. A lot of the time, I don't know if you felt the same, Mika, but when you're studying within your university, you're very much kind of enclosed within your country's paradigms of chiropractic.
That's right.
Right. And getting involved with FICS just opens your eyes to what else is possible, what else is going on in the world. It's awesome.
Oh, absolutely right. And, just getting, man, I would sign up for Brian Nook's lecture any day. He's
exactly.
I mean, he's got some stories. It's amazing. Just take him off on a tangent and mention a city in the world, and he's been there and treated somebody and done this and that. It's amazing.
Exactly. It's so cool to hear his stories. So I'm gonna sign in for that. I'll send you the link, Mika. You can join in as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah, hopefully it's at a sort of reasonable hour. I'll try and tune in.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. So it's super cool. Yeah, and another thing I just wanted to bring up that's going to be happening towards the end of the year is we always have the FICS scholarships that are happening.
Yes,
annually. And by being a FICS student member, being a part of a FICS student club, you actually get given an additional point in your application. So you automatically kind of pushed up the rankings so that your name will be seen more when the selectors are going through. So it's a very, very good advantage to have when you're applying for the scholarship.
And then, of course, when you do get your scholarship, you get to come on the FICS show with Dr. Jill next week.
I mean, that's the whole reason they applied, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Come on, man. So next week is your show. You're actually going to be holding the mic and having a good old natter with the current scholarship holders. And so I'm quite looking forward to watching that as well. So I don't know these guys or girls, at all, in all honesty. But I'm looking forward to learning a little bit about them and watching how that all rolls out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so cool. Imagine being a student and you can get involved with the FICS Commission. And I mean, we have one of the great guys from the Welsh Institute of Chiropractic. He was the scholarship winner that came onto my commission, and he has been such a champion, like getting involved from the get-go, putting his hand up to help with things. And I'm sure all the other scholarship winners are doing the same in their commissions that they're helping with. So it'd be very cool to hear what they got up to, hear if they've started their ICSCs that they were awarded, and what they've done with their $500 cash prize that they were given. So it'd be very cool to find that all out.
Bought a lot of spaghetti and ketchup, right?
Exactly. Solid nutrition.
Breakfast of the champions. That's the thing.
Exactly. We all did it.
Works at any time of the day, that I'll tell you.
Keeps you full for long.
Oh, absolutely right. No, that's good. Yeah. Hey, listen, you know what? The other thing I wanted to bring up a little bit is kind of almost like the flip side of that coin, which is the mentorship program.
Yes.
So you've been, again, instrumental in bringing that one about. But I had a chat with a bunch of UK sports chiros recently, and there's quite a few of them were interested in learning more about it. Hence, I asked them to tune in tonight to basically hear what you have to say about that, and because you obviously explain it a lot better than I can. So,
well, I'll try.
Do your thing.
All right. Yes. So the first ever FICS mentoring program is being launched on the 1st of March, so in a couple of days. And basically, it's this incredible new program that we've taken a lot of time to develop and to work on, and we've really tried to make it into a world-class, incredibly exciting experience for those who are going to take part in it. It's going to be a 6-month program, and it's going to be one mentor for one mentee. with a minimum of a once a month video call for them to kind of chat and get guidance and all those sorts of things. And for this first cycle that we're doing, that's going to be launching on the 1st of March, we are opening up for the mentees. It is being opened up for final year chiropractic students, as well as recent graduates. And recent graduates is going to count as any chiropractor who has qualified within the last 2 years. And I'm sure, Mika, as you remember, you leave university and oh my word, where does like the world hit you hard across the face?
Oh yeah, it's like falling off a cliff, basically.
Yes, exactly. They're like, good luck.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, exactly. So, this is such a cool opportunity for those who are about to leave university or who have already left university and are trying to navigate this whole new world of working, being a chiropractor, being an associate. Maybe you started your own practice. And yeah, it's just, we're setting up these mentorship partnerships that we're really going to make sure we match the partnership really well. So if you make it through the first round of applications, basically just meeting the minimum requirements, you'll go through to the second round where you're going to fill in like a very, very detailed questionnaire. And then we're going to go through it and then match mentor and mentee as effectively as possible so we get an effective partnership out of it, basically.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be very cool. So, yeah, no, it's so exciting.
It's almost like you spent some time figuring this out, eh?
I spent a little bit of time, a couple of meetings here and there, nothing hectic.
Yeah, quite. No, absolutely. No, it's funny you should say, earlier about the whole, graduating and kind of falling on nothing. And I remember, my wife and I, so we qualified at the same time, and that was actually when we moved in together and got a job in the same town. And I remember we got to a brand new flat, so we sat there in the evening going, now what? Okay, yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, what time is clinic tomorrow? We'll kind of try and figure it out.
Exactly. It's such an overwhelming process because like you go in and first of all, like you're building up, and you don't have like that many patients to begin with, and then you've gone from for me, I found I went from this environment in university where you were constantly working towards something, right? You were constantly trying to pass an exam, you were writing an assignment, you were doing your research, always trying to reach this net goal, and then you qualify, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you have to put those into place for yourself. You have to put your own goals into place all of a sudden. No one's dictating this for you. Like
goal setting? What is this all about?
What is that?
Come on, somebody tell me what to do,
That's exactly it. And now with this mentoring, like there's someone that's going to be there to give them a bit of guidance, help them to set up goals for themselves, help them to figure out where do you want to go in your career and what steps do you put in place to get there, like
that's right.
I kind of went out and got my own mentors when I left, but it was nothing official. I would have loved to have an official mentoring program to assist me along. Would have learned a lot quicker than I did.
I went through the school of hard knocks, really. I didn't have a mentor, so it was kind of me and my wife, just both rookies, just trying to figure things out. The place we used to work at, it was that chap wasn't really that interested. He was sort of, just get on with it, just do your thing. And so we kind of figured it out for ourselves, and we done all right. But I'm thinking, in all honesty, it probably would have taken us about 5 years less to actually like come out on top, if you like.
Exactly. So, that's the thing.
That's a massive thing. And obviously you guys are still open for new mentors to take to apply as well, which is cool. So I know there are a whole heap of amazing sports chiros all around the world who have this wealth of knowledge and experience and who've been through the school of hard knocks and basically trying to help other youngsters to not go through the same school as it goes.
Well, that's exactly it. There's such a benefit for the mentor as well because you get to give back to the sports chiro community that has given you so much. And I think it's a really rewarding process to help like a young aspiring sports chiropractor to help them reach their goals. I think it's really rewarding for the mentor. As much as the mentee is going to gain from this, the mentor is going to gain equally as much, just in a different way.
That's right.
Yeah. So no, it's really good. So on Monday, the emails are getting sent out by our wonderful Trish, and social media is getting put out. And what's going to happen is this first round is just, it's a call for expression of interest. So any mentor or mentee prospect that is interested in taking part, you're just going to fill in a form, and you're going to send it back to us with a headshot and a little bit of a bio about yourself. Then me and my student commission are going to go through all the applications, and if you have met the minimum requirements, which I'll talk about in a second, you'll then move through to round 2, where you will then be in the official pool of FICS mentors and mentees, which we will then match from. Something I just want to say is, if you do apply for this, there is no guarantee that you will be placed with a mentor or a mentee, just because we don't know what numbers we're going to get. We don't know what people are going to be looking for. So, we need to make the best match possible. And during this cycle, you just may not be the mentor that matches best with the mentees that we have, or vice versa. So you will still be in the pool. You will then be put on the wait list for our next cycle that we do, the next 6 months that we do. So please just don't be despondent if you're not included in this first cycle. We just, we're wanting quality matches when we do this. And we want it to be worth everyone's time that takes part.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You got my application, right?
Yes, I did. So some lucky student out there is going to get the fantastic Mika as your mentor.
Somebody might be saddled with me. Goodness me.
You can learn how to host a chat show out of many other things he's going to teach you.
Yeah, that'd be handy, wouldn't it? See, I might have to train my protege to take over when I'm done.
Exactly. Perfect. We need someone as dynamic as you to take over. So yeah.
I've been called many things in my life. No, that's good. Hey, cool. Yeah. I mean, that sounds like a pretty cracking 2021, really.
It's going to be super exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the games hopefully kicking back on. So we got hopefully CSITs going on in Italy or going through. Yes. What else do we have going on? There's a few other bits and bobs tentatively. I think I heard from Simon.
We've got the symposium. We've got there's a lot of things that are happening in the next couple of months. So thank goodness we had a year of a lot of quietness and not much happening, but I think it's all kicking off now.
Well, I think, you know what, us as an organization, FICS used 2020 really well. Yeah. We were able to kind of knuckle down to the very basics and kind of sort ourselves out as it goes, figure out what we're trying to do and how we're trying to do it, and then started doing it as well, which of course is a massive applause and massive thank you to everyone who's been involved. That's been great.
Exactly.
And somehow we managed to stay financially solvent as well, which is good.
Amazing. a lot of companies can't say that, so good for us for being able to do that.
Yeah. There's been all sorts going on in the world of sports Chiro and the world in general, but you know what, I think we're in a pretty good place all in all.
I think so. I think we're in a great place, and I think every opportunity or every situation you put in, you have to decide to either see it as a negative or a positive. And I think FICS definitely took 2020 and took it as a positive. It was a reset year for us. It was a year for everyone just to recollect and go, okay, cool. What is our collective goal? What are we working towards? And let's get that going. So pat on our backs. Well done.
Yeah, well done, everyone. Well done.
Good on us.
Absolutely. And it's been amazing to really watch how people have grown into their roles as well, like yourself obviously, and a few others. They have kind of taken that role and really flourished. So that's been really cool. I mean, I can't say I've been in this post for very long, but having been kicking about for a while in the organization, this thing looks really good now.
Yeah, exactly. No, and it's awesome. The stuff you've been doing with marketing, Mika, has been awesome. So you also need to be given a round of applause for the work you've been doing there and such cool initiatives you've been getting started, because we can do all this hard work behind the scenes, but if our members and the public don't know what we're doing, it's kind of pointless. Thank you.
True. Yeah. No, that's all cool. That's least we can do, isn't it? But exactly. I suppose at this point, there's obviously all the students who are watching and whatnot, share this to your friends, and colleagues and whatnot. Bounce this stuff around. It really will help us. It will help you. The more people we get involved, the greater the reach and the cooler we all look and feel.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Yeah, please, share the FICS social media stuff as much as you can. We'll always appreciate that. And when you have questions, get in touch, with whether it's with Jill or whether anybody in FICS organization, just get in touch and we'll try and help you out as best as we can.
Exactly. Yeah, please, guys, pop us an email if you're keen on starting a FICS student club. If you have any questions about the mentoring after it's been launched, just reach out, please. Like, no question is stupid, no question is too small. Let us know. We'll help you out in any way that we possibly can.
Absolutely. And there's going to be, I'm sure, some really cool information on the brand new website, which is coming as well.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's the other new exciting thing that's happening. I think it's also really launching on the 1st of March, is the new website.
Yeah. So March is going to be absolutely happening for us.
Exactly. So many exciting things. Yes.
Cool. But hey, listen, we are doing well. Oh, wow. We're pretty much on time, aren't we? Goodness me. Couldn't have timed that any better. But I don't know if we have any questions. Maybe we can get Megan to join us on the little chat.
Hi.
Oh, there she is. Hello.
Hi, Meg.
We're good for questions today. For everyone watching, I'm going to crash. My name's Meg. I'm going to crash these live chat shows from now forward to put questions, any burning questions you have to Mika and Jill and the guests that are on, including next week, when, as Jill said, she has the members of the recipients of the student scholarship with us.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Is it a quiet house? Have we got no questions today?
It is a quiet house, so no questions for today, but I can see that there are a lot of people watching from my little back end channel. So anybody who does have questions for Jill or Mika, feel free to post them even after we've finished going live, because I know a lot of people watch the replays. We're always on social media. We're always connected. At least I am. I'm a little addicted. So I will put questions to Mika and Jill, and we'll get back to you with the answers.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, good stuff. Well, do you know what? If we're gonna have no questions today, then we'll wrap it up, I reckon. And with the best wishes for next week, Jill, obviously you'll take over and over at the helm, and have a good natter with the student scholarship winners. And apart from that, thank you ever so much for joining me this evening. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me, and thank you for letting me take over your show next week. Thanks for the trust.
No, that's all cool. I'll gladly have a day off.
But yeah, thank you.
I am going to crash one more time. I dropped myself off and not crash because we're now having questions come in. So Sophie has said, you mentioned the criteria for the mentorship program. What does that include?
That's true. I did not mention that. Thanks, Sophie. So for the mentors, your minimum requirements are, you have to be a FICS member, obviously. The second one is that you have to have at least 5 years experience as a practicing chiropractor. And your third minimum requirement is that you have to have either completed your ICSC or are in the process of completing your ICSC. So those are the 3 minimum requirements for the mentors. For the mentees, your minimum requirements are, obviously, you have to be a FICS member as well. So if you're a recent graduate, you can either be through your NCSC or an individual member. And if you're a student, you can be a student member through your NCSC or through your FICS student club. So those are the ways that you can get involved. And then you have to be either a final year chiropractic student or a recent chiropractic graduate, meaning that you have qualified within the last 2 years. So those are the minimum requirements for the mentees.
Awesome. Fantastic. And then Lucy says, thank you. And then Stephen says,
welcome.
No questions. You did an awesome job.
Oh, thanks, Stephen.
Oh, thank you, Stephen.
You're cool. We like Stephen.
Can't go wrong with a Stephen, can we?
Exactly.
Fantastic. Anything else popping up at the moment?
That's it. So everyone feel free to ask questions. We will answer them in an ongoing manner on the social media feeds.
Perfect.
Cool. Fantastic. Well, thank you both. Thank you, Meg, for your technological know-how and help, of course. And thank you, Jill. Hope you have a good evening and a good night.
You as well.
We'll catch up again next time.
Awesome.